Hey guys, I am Slicks77 back with another Infinite Heights video. I was gonna do one yesterday, but I was so busy clearing out land for something I was gonna show you today with the help of one other person I will mention. But first, let me get the music going. This music, although discoveries and drunks like turned me on to the point of rested media. Killer Aqua, who's also a donated member of the server, showed me this specific song. It's called Euphoric. It's incredible. It's about like 5.5 minutes long, and I freaking liked it as soon as the first beat hit, basically. So, let's get going. I have great things to show you. First of all, you notice that I upgraded my furnaces. I'm cooking a lot of stone. And I cooked some iron. I got 24 iron ingot. Now, I didn't go mining or anything, and I only found maybe 15 pieces, but because of my mining skill, I get more ores such as coal, any iron I smelt, any iron I collect, I get more ores possibly, and such. And here is my smooth stone chest. Let me put my one stone clay away, forgot about that. God, look at this song. Okay, so first thing I want to show you is that I have created the circular platform for it. Now, I know it looks very basic, very generic, but I'm going to be having a domed roof on it. I tried doing something fancy with the walkway, but no matter what I did, I just didn't like it. I even tried doing like, this was half a block lower, and that just looked awkward and funky, and that's just not the way I liked it. But however, I did rim that out a little bit more. I brought it down more, poked it out, but underneath the bridge is not exciting, but overneath the above section is what is incredibly exciting to me, because I have 2 logs, stairs, 2 logs, stairs, 2 logs, stairs, and it's not just stairs going straight up or half slabs going straight up. You're mixing it in with it being flat for 2 paces, and then you got stairs, and it's not just a whole block. It's like half. It's half slabs. As you can see, I cut down a little bit of the ladders. They used to the ladders. The bridge needs to be connected. I'm thinking about lowering this down a little bit so I can connect the side right here. And then it makes it way over here, but I'm not quite sure if I want to do that yet, so I'm going to hold off on that idea for the moment. That just needs to be, brought up. But the most exciting part to show you today, aside from the circular platform, which something's to be hanging off of, is this, which I've been trying not to show, but I probably did. This is what I was working on yesterday, with the help of a Kissaw. She is not on at the moment. She is has purple name, Kissa, K-I-S-S-E-H, is I think the last 2 letters. She might be a Skyblock. I don't see the names when they're on Skyblock. There was actually quite a few bit more people on when it was temporarily closed. Anyhow, she helped. I cleared out about half the section by myself, and she helped me finish the last one. And while I was decorating, she cleared out the other half of this place. And she just works so fast. Of course, she's not working with stone tools, but that was such an incredible help. So thank you, Kissa, for helping me. It is a huge thank you. But she didn't ask for payment, which is also cool because I don't really have anything to pay her back with. Now, my designs here this is the walkway as you walk in. I'll explain the story in a minute, but I want to explain this first. This is the walkway as you walk in. I'm hoping to put maybe some type of design in the wood with like different planks or something. Something completely different. On the inside, this is going to be there. It's just a 2D pool of wood, but it's a pool of water where you can just float around in. I think you can make up the sides. Yes, you can. You can make up the sides. So I like... Oh, come on. There we go. So I like the pool water in the middle of the room thing. it's just... oh, get out of my face. It's just a huge fondness for me. It's just a pool of water somewhere. Next, we have this room was actually going to be bigger, but due to the lack of length for the mountain, I had to shorten it. And I need to trim this to where it looks more natural, like I did this one here. This was actually formed in this pattern. It's not because I made it equal. So, here I'm thinking of doing maybe of a building sticking out a little bit, my room where I sleep, and then there's pillar, glass panes holding them off, and glass going down and arching back up, as such, on both sides. And maybe that'd be the nice decoration. So in case you can't enter the house, you just look out past, look at a nice mountain. You want to look over here, step up. Or in my house, you can walk in. It's not going to stick up this far. I haven't decided much about the house, but you can look at left, front, right. It's a beautiful view. I mean, the view is incredible. Oh, I thought that was light. That's just sand. Now, I know it's not as good as everywhere else, but it is nice here as well. I haven't decided how I want to bring this part out just yet, which is why I left it there. But I have formed out the rest of this the way I wanted to. I plan on having a floor pattern. I will explain how I plan on having that floor pattern later. Right before I want to end the episode, basically. But the reason why that this is not uncovered like this floor is because I don't want just the standard pillar in these two sections compared to these, since they're much smaller. So, in case I change my mind, this can be easily filled in with floor pattern. Easily done. But, however, with the floor as high as it is, I want to try something here. I have no idea what I want to do, but I want to try something. So I might just screw around. I might record this all on TS and me just doing something. So we have some funny conversation. No music in the background, really. And, I'm hoping I'll come up with something. This doorway, however, on the opposite side as you saw me flying through, I had an easy time of doing it, but I think it's my favorite doorway I've ever made easily. Look at that. I've never made anything like that for a doorway. What I was thinking is how I was going to make this doorway better, like I said with the circle in the last episode. I'm thinking about it. And I've watched Vintage Beef, I've seen Exempts builds, and they do a little bit of sci-fi. Not so much Beef, but the episode I did see of his recently was a little bit of sci-fi into it. And Exempt has his, what is it, StarCraft ship? It's like the Mega Ship. If you play StarCraft, you will know. I don't play it, so I don't know the name of it, but, it had that basic shape I was thinking of, that circle or doorway. So I decided, sci-fi, since that's the first thing I thought of, it's definitely not my style. I'm not building sci-fi. I hate sci-fi. I'm just going to build the square frame largely and wing it and see what I do. So I immediately thought of like mines, which is why I put this here and this here. And I'm thinking as I'm looking at this, this isn't exciting. Who's somebody that can work with angles? Tropic, Tornakis, Duke, Adrian, they're all great builders. What would they do? They'd add different styles of stairs. They'd have forward, upside down, backward, straight sticking out. Oh! And in fact, they probably would throw a couple half slabs in there like what I did. And they'd show off some of the floor, which is what I did. I want to show off the mountain, which is why I clipped it back just a little bit, but enough to show that it's into the mountain. So that is very rude of you. I am talking. Okay? Give me the bugs. Oh, yes. I grow some vegetables. Oh, my armor. It's going down a little bit. Okay, so that's what I did. First thing I did was the bottom. I wanted something to look like it was bracing the frame against the mountain. So I just started with the stairway, and I put the back to it, and I did this. I came back and did this later, after I wanted to expand it a little bit. Oh, this guy's gonna jump on me and scare the crap out of me. It's been happening a lot. In fact, I'm scaring people on TeamSpeak because I'm getting scared so bad when people just jumping at me. Oh my god, there's a creeper. Hold on. Gunpowder? Yes. Maybe potions in the future. Maybe. I've never been a big potion fan. So after I did this to hold up the frame, I wanted something sticking out some, as much as the stone brick is. So I made just a random assortment of stairs here, and a half slab in the center and below. And I think it works incredibly nicely. I didn't have this sticking out at first. I just thought that there should be some color sticking straight up. And I actually went through like 3 different blocks. I forget what exactly they were. I think I used cobble for one of them. And I tried using that acacia flat top. I didn't like it, and I tried the birch, and it was like, oh, it's so simple and easy choice. It matches everything else. Should have tried it first. And it works greatly. Now, once I got the main frame together, I didn't even really dig them out inside from the 3x3 hole. Once I got the main frame together, I wanted it wider just a little bit. So I extended this small piece, which connects it together with the birch stair. And I wanted to add a little bit of random texture, which is why there's this cobble here. And that actually worked out incredibly well, based on the fact that that cobble and this cobble are the exact same thing. So it worked with that design incredibly. And as I went into the mountain, I expanded it, and I brought out a smaller arch with the birch. The birch is a huge part, so I'm trying to show that off as much as possible, along with the dark rays of the stonework. After all, these colors are working, in my opinion, the best with this mountain and with the landscape I have. Now, as I went inside, I made this all birch here, and I'm looking back here as Kissy's clearing, and I'm putting the stairway. I'm putting the stairway down about right here, and I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking something needs to change, but I couldn't put my thumb on it, so I sat here just looking at it for 3 minutes. Log's not working. It definitely doesn't need more birch planks, because the birch planks that there wasn't working, so I just thought, stone brick. No. Don't want stone brick. It matches the texture of the wood too much with the very orderly file. I need something random, so cobble automatically, and I tried that, and it worked perfectly the way I wanted it to work. I had a straight walkway going down and across from doorway to doorway. I didn't like it. Straight is not the best subject everywhere unless you're looking for pillars holding up everything. Straight's not the best thing to do, so I made diagonal, kind of like a sweep kind of thing here. Like if we make a corner of a large circle, I guess. I don't know how to explain it better, but just a sweep. And that's how I got this floor plan, and I wanted a well here. That's why I made it a huge sweep as well. Oh man, so much to talk about. Now, this thing. I needed something. I based the pillars off 3 blocks between each pillar, as you can see, aside from the doorways, which is the exact width of this one, although it won't be in the same style. This might be, because it's going to be going up, and this one will be going down. And this one going down is the reason why I can't decide if I want to move this bridge or not, because if that goes down, it's going to be coming out here to this low valley. But I have not decided where I want this bridge to go, because I've already made plans. I'm very determined that this side is going to go somewhere, so something's going to happen. I just do not know what is going to happen yet. So that's going to be down. That going up I've decided I think I will put another tower, like the one I want to put over here. I'll put it over here as well. That way, something will stick out from the island that says, hey, we're here. Like if you're coming up on this side, well, the house sticking out well, but I just want something stuck in the air, because it looks cool in my opinion. At least in my mind, it looks awesome. So, as I was saying, before I got off track, this is an accident, clearing this 2 pillars out. I wanted something between just the flat layers of the pillars. So, immediately, this is the flat ground that I originally started on. So first thing I did was I put these stairs upside down. I looked at it. Looks cool. Put the stairs like this. It looks decent. And then I'm thinking I need a brace going arching and arching, holding them together. I tried that 3 different ways. Didn't look good. And I ended up with this by accident, because I forgot I used half slabs for these blocks, and this one remained. I stepped back and looked at it. I said, huh. And I put different types of blocks and textures around it to make it work. And pretty much on the first try, I think I made this work incredibly well. However, the color block, I'm still determining, and I think I've made my decision, and I'll show you in a second. The cobble is going to be periodic everywhere in here. So that's why I put this on the ceiling up here. Hopefully it won't be on the floor, just on the ceiling, like a bracing material to hold up the rest of the mountain. I have no idea what I want to do with here. I think it's just going to be one straight material. Nothing too fancy. Because I have a lot going on in this room already. There's going to be a lot to see. Now, let me show you what I have done. We're exiting Infinite Heights. We're going into single player. In front of me, as you can see, this is my creative tryouts. And I have created, I don't have like anything to just click here, click there, and the same thing is made. I just have to change a couple blocks. No, I built all of this. It's been about 30 minutes, I guess. Of different colors I wanted to use. Now, aside from the colors, you may notice that one thing is different about every one of them. Is that this here. I was deciding in that huge dome I showed you that I want the pillar to be why don't I have sandstone? I wasn't even building with it. Is that I wanted the pillar to stick out to make it more of a dome shape. So I was going to have the bracing log stick out instead of just like a cobblestone. Instead of just a cobblestone design. So I didn't really mess around too much with this, but I think that works decently well. I'm not too sure about the ends. Maybe I'll do something like this and build off of it. Or maybe not that, just a half slab. And this. But you know, there's gonna be where is it? Cobble block. You won't really note. Oh, no, it's pretty noticeable. Never mind. No, that looks horrible. Screw that. That's staying like that. Wait a minute. Hold on. What's this? Nope, that looks horrible too. It's going to stay like that. It's going to stay like that. So, maybe I'll do something like this, or maybe I'll just do the first way I had it. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I gotta base it around the rest of what seems gonna look like. But the whole thing I was deciding here was a light color base. As you noticed, I did not use all the clay blocks, and I'm not gonna use wool. That's why the clay is here. Wool texture looks terrible. And aside from the clay, I've also got brick and 2 quartz, 1 pillar, 1 the fancy stuff. I don't remember the name for that ever. This is fancy stuff. And this is packed ice over here. So, what grabbed me almost right away was the packed ice. Second came the white stained clay, which I already had in place. Third was the lime stained clay. And I was thinking about the quartz, but that quickly dismissed that. So fourth would be this blue. Or purple, but it's a darker shade of blue, so I crossed that off almost immediately. And I've got enough yellow color with the birch, so I don't want that. The brick, I hate brick, but it was up there just because it's completely different from the rest. I thought about the purple so hard that I made a color coordination blocks for it, but I decided no, it's too dark. I want something lighter. The green, I tried making color coordinations for it. I brought out all the blocks, as you can see, of everything I thought would work. I didn't like the rest, that's why I didn't do them. And the green almost got me for a moment. Almost got me. The leaves are what turned me away. The leaves and the grass block. And I looked at the rest of this and I'm thinking, I'm not feeling it. That's exactly what I thought. I'm just not feeling it. So, I canceled out green. I'm looking at the rest. What turned me away from this one is that I'm not really liking these 4 color combination blocks. The glass is not that good, and lava, I don't want it to be like a heavy lava thing everywhere, so I canceled out the red. Now, the main decision between the whites and minor purple mixed in with the blue to dark blue ratio is not the amount of blocks I have here. It is actually based on the mountain itself, and not the fact that there's ocean surrounding it. Oh, that's actually a little bit of the reason, but the main reason is because it's getting covered in snow in some spots. Even the bridge, as you saw, was covered a little bit of snow, and snow, as you know, has that light blue tinge to it. And that light blue tinge mixed with the ocean is what actually made me choose blue. So I'm going to be switching those with packed ice. Once I get a soak touch pick, I just realized I need a soak touch pick. Well, until I find a soak touch book, which I'm going to start making, because I've never enchanted a book before. Once I get there levels, I'll enchant a book. If I get soak touch, great. I'll go find packed ice, have a home set for one. If not, I'm just going to have to wait. And so, the choices I have here are packed ice, there's 3 blues, light blue stained glass, cyan stained glass, and just blue stained glass. What's that one? Light blue stained clay. Lapis. As you know, I love lapis. Not as much as sandstone, but I love it. Water. In desperate situations, purple stained clay. Now the reason why I chose purple over magenta is because it matches better with this clay block. And then because it has a light blue tinge to it. Of course you have snow. And then quartz as well matches that. And not the very detailed quartz, just the regular white quartz. Maybe some stairs and half slabs here and there, but that's it. So, and in case I start to fill out a little quartz here and there, I might put, this is a very big might, a very big if I actually do it, I might put the white stained clay in there somewhere, maybe. But the vast majority of the work will be the blues. It'll match with, and that the reason why I made a bunch of these structures out here was to make sure that the color matched with everything available to it, and it works. The lighter shade, I think, works the best compared to the darker shades. So this is what I have to work with, what I'm choosing to have to work with, and I'm going to do my best to stick to it. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I am Slick77. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.